Hello everybody, it's your boy Proftrof. We're back again with some more horrible cursed gun images by Brandon Herrera. I've missed these. I've missed looking at fucked up guns. Let's go.
Let's get cracking.
Let's go.
So what do we have up here first? Okay, so this actually might be authentic. I think this is a photo from some of the original attempts at night vision. I forget if it's Finnish or Russian. All you guys with your Gucci gamer ARs, with your PEC 15s and your quad nods, these were your ancestors. This is where you came from. That stock's got some funky shit going on with it, though.
What's with the bottom thing? What is that?
For eye relief, I suppose. Looks fucking ridiculous, let's be honest, but it's a huge step up from original Soviet night vision that looked like this. That is what we call a joke. But that's historic. I know the internet's got worse. Let's try to find a better one.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that
the
one
Jesus
works.
Gun.
Man, modern art's fucking weird.
The Jesus Gun. It fires holy bullets.
About not including this, I saw the caption, absolutely makes it. Jesus, take the recoil.
Yeah.
Also, I would just
Jesus feet looking a little fucked up though. Damn.
Also, I just wanted to take a quick second to point out the irony of making an art piece of Jesus being crucified on an Israeli Uzi.
By the way.
Alright, that was a quick second. Moving on.
Jesus looked like he need a hand as well. Look at this. Wait, come on, show. He looked like he need two hands, bro.
Alright, that was a quick second. Moving on.
Sorry.
Yep, that is a
Desert Eagle.
Probably non-functional pipe pistol. We see a lot of these submitted.
50.
I would not have included this had it not been for, if you zoom in right there at the base of the pipe, somebody felt the need to Sharpie on Desert Eagle. Not Desert Eagle, by the way. Desert
oh, it's
Eagle.
Desert.
And in front of it, the 50.
Oh.
The caliber indication.
Yeah, of course, because you need to.
On the wrong side of 50, so it's a. I guess it's. I have to assume it's a 50-inch projectile. I also love the effort that they went in to put a front sight on the gun, but no rear sight. You know, ballpark it, I guess. 7 out of 10 would use in Fallout 4.
Probably.
Holy stick mag, Batman. Also, thank you for the foot pick.
Didn't we see this before?
Wouldn't be a Reddit gun photo without
Didn't
it.
we see this
I
before?
give it about 10% odds that this even works a little bit, but that's still fucking incredible. Especially if you zoom in there, it's on a Ludi, improvised submachine gun. So that, you know, somebody's got to be doing a little bit of metal working there to make.
Is this technically a tripod? Or a one pod?
If you're unfamiliar with the Ludi or how to build one, I'm not gonna tell you.
Why not? It's illegal.
I'm gonna tell you to go look it up. This is some serious thinking right here. Who needs a bipod? You know, on your improvised submachine gun, if you could just make the magazine your monopod.
Exactly.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Monopod.
Go camping with it, use it for a tent pole.
I was close enough.
The possibilities are endless. Run out of ammo, beat the shit out of them with your magazine.
True. It's a sword.
Easy.
It's a.
Speaking of super easy, I'm going to use that as a super easy segue into thanking our sponsor for this video.
Oh.
Gold is expensive. So Acre built the system to try to make gold more affordable. I'm willing to help them by giving a For every you give, Acre's going to give as well. And if we all give a together, we can make a huge difference in making gold more affordable across the globe. And I know this one has been making the round.
What was that ad, brother? I'm a little confused. But whoa, what is this?
On Reddit, so we had to talk about it. A belt-fed.
This kind of look like. Oh no, I don't.
AK thing. This is a prototype patented belt-fed AKM. I can convert your AKM to belt-fed in several different configurations. I love how just ghetto improvised this shit is with just obvious welds, a fucking lug nut on top. This is.
Does it work?
Frankly, amazing.
It's kind of cool.
I'd like to know how well this actually works. I'd like to also know how it works. See, what people assume is that belt fed just kind of pumps the belt through. You know, the belt just kind of feeds itself like a magazine feeds itself. It's not true. Magazines have springs that just feed the next round up, and the feed lips catch that bullet, so it can't just spring out through the top. So the bolt just takes the rounds as it needs them. Belt fed mechanisms, much more complicated. If you've ever popped the top cover on those, some of them can get fucking complicated. So however he figured out how to use, I guess, the rearward energy of the bolt carrier to advance the next round in the feed tray, I don't know how he did it. Super interested. If the gentleman who made this is out there and would like to get in touch with me, I would love to buy one, as long as it works. Yes. Now this next submission is actually from a 10-year-old fan, apparently, who has a lot of interest in joining the gun industry one day, and he made his very own cursed gun. My cursed gun. Woodland sight, 45 ACP, with a Romanian dong. Price point apparently coming in at $15 times 2,000. To buy this. It's certainly a very interesting idea, and I think somebody should look into that a little bit further. I hope you keep up your interest in joining the gun community.
We're not gonna talk about the fact that a 10-year-old is looking at dongs and a Romanian dongs at that. Come on.
And
okay.
Also be careful about turning in those $15 bills to your local bank. They tend to not like that so much. Also, I would like to take this exact moment to apologize to your parents for saying the fuck word so much.
Not about the Romanian dongs.
This I just put in there for fun. This appears to be a 3D printable AR lower called the ATF Puppy Popper.
Oh, it's the dude.
And on the magwell is a picture of David Shipman, the proposed new ATF director. A very flattering photo of him, I might add.
Yep.
By the way, if you guys missed it, we just uploaded our last gun meme review a couple days ago, which was our roast of David Shipman. If you haven't seen that yet, it's a good time. Plus, it digs a little bit into the questionable history of this gentleman and what you can do to help fight his nomination. But you're not here for politics, you're here for shitty guns, so let's deliver. This was fucking painful to see for the first time.
Why? What's wrong with it?
This looks like just a kind of somewhat Bubba fucked crink, but if you look a little bit closer, specifically zoom in that front trunnion area, this looks like a Type 1. Type 1 being like the crown jewel of any AK collector's collection.
Oh.
The original
Wait,
AK.
how does he know if it's a Type 1? How does he know? How do you know? How does he know?
Type 1 being like
because of the
crown
carpet
jewel of any AK collector's collection. The original AK-47 from Russia. Holy fuck. Doing this to a Type 1 in the United States would probably get you burned at the stake at Kalash Bash. But zooming in a little bit closer, you can actually see where the front trunnion meets that rear sight block there. There's a couple good indicators that this is actually just a Pakistani clone. I highly doubt, and I hope and I pray every night, that this is not actually a Type 1. This is just a clone that was, kind of made up to look like it. You see that front trunnion area where it meets the rear sight block, because all looks like it's made as one piece. It's definitely not the way the Type 1s were. Also, just some of the stuff around the rear trunnion area, and of course the flowery
I do not comprehend
background
any
are kind of giveaways that this might be a Pakistani project. This looks like the handiwork of the famous Ali Baba. For those of you unfamiliar, Khyber Pass is a region of Pakistan in which they do some really weird just projects with AKs.
Isn't that the whole Pakistan where they do weird shit?
Soviet weaponry, of course, the stuff that's popular around there. We've talked about this next one on the channel before, I'm sure, but there's a new video going around of it that goes into a little bit more detail, so yeah, let's dive right in. So this here is an AR AK hybrid, more specifically kind of like an M16 AK hybrid. This is the first video I've ever seen of them
why does it look cool though? Why does it look cool?
Taking it completely apart. So it's got that standard AR style charging handle. But if you look into this, this is actually an AK in the guts. You see that comes off just like a normal dust cover. They just included that flip open dust cover.
When you just want to fit in.
Like the AR-15 has, the charging handle up top. But in the guts, the recoil spring is AK, bolt carrier, assembly, bolt is all AK.
That's hilarious.
This is basically just a 5.56 AK. I'm assuming 5.56. That is dressed up to look like an M16. Why would you do this?
That's a very good question. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, so moving on. So you see he puts that top cover carry handle thing back on. It zooms out. This is just a piston driven standard AK. There's no really incorporation of the AR-15 design at all until you stick the magazine in, because there's this 5.56 AR magwell, which is really funny because as he flips it over here, You see the Colt markings with a shortened AK selector. I guess they're big on cloning Colt stuff. I'm really not sure what the idea is there. It's kind of like the fake Gucci, I guess. He flips it over here, and
it looks interesting.
The Colt markings again. We have
like visually, it looks appealing.
Property of the U.S. government and for carbine. I doubt it. And pause. Colt.S Manufacturing Co. Inc. Hartford, Connecticut.
U.S.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this was neither made in Hartford, Connecticut, nor property of the U.S. government at any point. So yes, it's not just privileged Americans that are cloning the Gucci rifles. It's also the Pakistanis
Gucci rifles
who are trying their best to clone correct their markings on
whatever
whatever the hell
shoots.
this is. It's kind of like sorority chicks who get those weird Asian letters tattooed on their backs and spring break,
and they don't know what it
They
says.
just had mustard
Yep.
written in Japanese on the small of their back now for the rest of their life. It's kind of like that.
Perfection.
This next one hits a little bit close to home. We have a Makarov.
Oh,
Specifically a Makarov that somebody felt the need to have a windowed magazine on. Now, there's really nothing wrong with windowed magazines.
why does this Makarov look like it has been a burn victim?
The problem with the Makarov is that the magazine
Did it
is in the
survive?
handle. Or I guess more correctly, the pistol grip. Because it's a pistol and that's where you grip it. Also, this Makarov looks like it's been absolutely to hell and back. Or
Hey,
just
it survived,
to
though.
Bulgaria, which is where this one came from. It's a Circle 10 Makarov. That's irrelevant. But
What's
this
wrong with my
actually
country,
bothers me
brother?
Very little. Other than just
Listen,
the fact that
listen. There's a lot wrong with my country.
Makarov is trash.
Never mind.
Shit.
Pretend I can do that.
It's Makarov. It will be fine. But Brandon, I hear you say, why would you be okay with somebody trashing and cutting open the frame of a beautiful, beautiful Makarov such as this? Well, dear hypothetical viewer, it's because they didn't observe. See, as it turns out, all Makarovs,
Oh, they took the.
once you take the grip off of them, have said windowed cutaway. All they did was, as it seems, put a piece of shitty Kydex on the back so they could actually grip the gun. Showing clear for the safety Sallies out there. The reason you need Kydex on the back there is because this spring is actually what actuates the hammer.
Ah.
Bit of Makarov knowledge for you there today. I filed this one under not cursed, but
Bulgarian.
definitely weird. Now, bringing it forward,
Explains my
handguns
country
of a
pretty
bit
well.
more of, the modern era. We have
Sometimes I feel like I need one of these. Oh, this is good. Where can I buy this as a gift?
this.
This would be a
custom
perfect gift for
block.
some people I know.
As you can see, the barrel is actually barrel and slide are pointed backward. I can think of a few people I would like to own this pistol. Collectors of guns that clearly can't function. This would never work.
Wait.
Magazine loaded completely backwards. This is a completely
Or
non-functional
can it?
gun. So if you're into that sort of thing, this is the sort of thing you should look after. No, go away. This next one is a poor. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say SVT 40. Becoming more and more sought after in the United States. Fuck you, Canadians. You have plenty of them, apparently. Apparently, so many of them that you're doing shit like this. What's worse is that you're using AK parts to help Bubba this thing. Ali Bubba, no! Now, why someone would Bubba Bullpup and SVT 40
What's with bullpupping everything, goddammit?
AK parts?
Why y'all
I couldn't
bullpupping
tell you.
everything?
It doesn't make it look cooler. It really doesn't make it any more functional. And, yeah,
It's new.
quite sure of it. I hate them. Okay. This is something only an AR guy could come up with.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, with some slight censorship, you're welcome. I present to you the Anal Buster 5000. This looks like an X Products cannon.
it's a dildo handle.
Perfectly fine.
It's a dildo handle.
Painted purple with, well, the part that you hold on to with your right hand is the part that AR guys love holding on to with their right hand. Purple member, if one may be so bold. I'm assuming this isn't actually for firing cans, and instead it's more like what Donut Operator likes to do with it, and firing more phallic objects out the front. Yes, that is a thing you can do.
What?
Yes, we have done it. And no
What?
doubt, so has the owner of the Anal Buster 5000.
What?
I am sure of it.
You
I'm
should
perfectly
do
fine
those?
with civilians owning AR-15s, AKs, whatever they would like. You know what? It's a free country. We have a Second Amendment. I am very uncomfortable with the idea that my neighbor might own an Anal Buster 5000. What a fucking world. Alright, well anyways guys, I think that wraps up this episode of Cursed Gun Images. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you staying to the end of the video. If you want to check out some of the links...
Shit. Okay, 1 sec. God damn. Alright, sorry about it. I got phone call, as y'all know, as y'all saw. Anyway, yeah, that was about it. Horrible Cursed Gun Images. They weren't that horrible this time. There wasn't any like flashlight guns, but there was a dildo gun. Huh, there was a Bulgarian gun, which was cool as hell. Huh. Guess it is what it is. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Quick thank you to the YouTube members and Patreons. Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate y'all. And if you want to see more gun shit that I've seen, reaction videos of blah blah blah, playlist is up here. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye.